Hello everyone, it's CanadianTitan here and I'm back with some more Oxygen Not Included. Today we're just going to kind of go over some of the basics, how I understand Oxygen Not Included. Let's set up a new game. Standard game, start. Easy peasy, right? I have not gone very deep on this game, so a lot of the stuff I'm going to be showing you is going to be surface level. And this is for one of my fans who is interested in kind of getting a basic understanding of how this game works. The game is still evolving, still changing, still growing. It's still really new. And every time I come on here, they've added or changed features. So the first thing you'll see is that we get to choose 3 duplicants to begin. They have different abilities. And if you don't like what they have for some reason, you can go ahead and shuffle them out. You can really only do that shuffle out on the start, so pick wisely. You can see here that these people are willing to take the grossest food. They really don't need very good decoration, but they have stress responses. This one, he'll eat a lot, and destroy things. Trait, squeamish, so can't heal people, but great for tunneling. But finding good gloves is a nightmare, apparently. Here we have noodle arms, so can't really carry much, but can take care of people. This one's a farter. And a grease monkey. That's interesting. Athletics, cooking, kindness. Try to shuffle Ruby out. Diver's lungs and loud sleeper, so you gotta put their bed away from everyone else. Loves digging and farming. Oh yeah, this is a new thing. Interests? That's a new thing for me. I don't really know that yet. Okay. Name your colony. Titan 1. Let's go, Gene, Rowan, and Devon. Actually, let you guys have names. So they warp into here. They basically come out of this cloning machine. Your crew is awoken, stranded inside a distant asteroid. Oddly, they can't recall how they got there. They'll need to survive to find answers. So this is the map we have. I'm using ASD to slide backwards, forwards, down, and W to go up. You can only see a little area right now. I'm going to pause the game. You can see up here we have the controls. I use spacebar to pause. I have 3 guys. They have 4% stress. Their immune systems are at 100%. We have lots of calories available right now. The colony is 1 cycle old, and you get these tips up here. All right, so you can see that WASD to move around, mouse wheel to zoom in and out, H to return your screen to the printing pod. So let's show that, H. And we can use dig tools. So you don't actually tell them what to do. You just set jobs, right? So I'm going to get them to dig out this little area here. So I'll unpause, and they'll get to work. You can see up here we have something called oxylite. That provides oxygen. So each area, so this over here is carbon dioxide. There's a little bit of oxygen here. There's a complete vacuum in here, right? So if I break into that, my oxygen here is going to be reduced by a lot. Here's some water up here. There's some plants. And all of these different blocks are different things, right? Dirt, copper, coal, algae, sand. And they all have things that they can do, right? You'll see here that it says sand, filtration medium. Algae is organic. We didn't start in an area with very much of this oxylite. So we don't have a ton of oxygen that we'll be able to get from that, which is a bummer. There's a little bit more there. All right, let's dig out that. And the stuff goes on the ground, and then they'll put it in different containers if you want. So let's build a storage container. And someone's going to take that job on and build us a storage container. And then once we have a storage container, they'll be able to put stuff in it. All right, so I'm going to tell it, put all the things in here. Fill it up. That way it's not on the floor. Because they have a thing about decoration, how things look. So we want to make sure that we keep things looking nice, or they'll get kind of frustrated with us. Alright. So we have other things that we can build. Cots or beds, massage tables, washing basin, med basin, memorials, water stuff, right? Including an outhouse. You want one of those fairly early. Storage containers. But a lot of technology we don't have yet. We don't have access to it yet. That's carbon dioxide, so we don't want to go there. Carbon dioxide, carbon dioxide. Ugh. I do not consider this to be a good start. Okay, there's some more oxalate there. The vacuum is actually going to be better for us than the carbon dioxide because the oxalate will fill up this vacuum and get used up, where the carbon dioxide we'd eventually have to figure out how to scrub that out of the air because you can't breathe carbon dioxide very well. What we're going to do is we're going to set some more jobs, right? So we're going to get dig. We're going to have you dig that out. And then we're going to build a ladder down there. Just like this. I'm right-clicking to say I'm done with that action. We don't want to dig up the oxalate. But we can dig up some of the rest of this stuff. They've added a new thing in Wrangle, which didn't used to exist before. You can change priorities. So you can see here, everything's a priority 5. It's an even priority right now. But you can change the priorities of things to make like digging a higher priority or storage a higher priority. Let's go ahead and do that. So sweep is actually going to be a priority 9. Let's get rid of this thing. Come on, guys. Sweep it up. We can select a bunch of things and do that too. At least we used to. Let's sweep 9. There we go. Everyone's going to sweep now. You can see here we have very breathable, very breathable, very breathable. That's good. Maybe we'll go down a little bit further here. Gonna tell them, hey, this ladder that you got, let's keep it going. Oxygen generation. So here you can see, oh, something smells bad. We can change oxygen, or sorry, we can change algae into oxygen. So that's good when we start running low on air. It'll also be good when we get into this vacuum area. We don't want to accidentally get rid of the oxalate, so we'll leave that. But we will dig out this, and then we are going to dig out this way. I think 4 high is as high as they can kind of do an action. It might be 3 high, I'm not sure. Just kind of keep that in mind when you set actions, that they can only laser beam so far. There's furniture, so we're going to want to get beds at a reasonable amount of time, but the first thing we really want is an outhouse. And we're going to want to set that kind of away from the other stuff that we're doing. I might have them dig over here as well. You can see here there's carbon dioxide. The oxygen is slowly coming down here, but it takes a bit, so they have to hold their breath sometimes. It's unbreathable down here. And then let's give them a spot for a toilet. Right next to that, we're going to put in the algae the algae system. And the reason I'm doing that is because the oxygen generated by the algae thing will hopefully keep some of the scent from the washroom out of the rest of this area. We don't have any easy access to water yet, but we should be able to get some here. But I want to wait till this is gone. And these will get used up over time. Research station is really important too. Putting in floors can be nice because it increases their run speed. We'll do that. You can see up here the jobs that they have and the things that they're able to or interested in eating. So priorities, reports, vitals, consumables. You have different overlays. You can see like oxygen overlay, power. We have none, right? Things like that. And there used to be a way, research jobs. There used to be a way to see how much food was left. Oh yeah, here we go. Available 2,400 calories, 16,000 calories, and what they're willing to eat, right? So, yeah. They eat some really gross things in this game. The floor's almost done. Food is actually one of the things that I have the most issues with. But we're actually going to start with giving them a bed to keep their stress low. I don't know about you, but I like sleeping on a bed. Oh, right, that needs power now. It didn't used to. At least I don't think it used to. Dig out a bit more. You want to be careful about how much you dig out, too. Maybe something like this. This area is gonna get breathable after a bit of time. A little bit more oxalite, pushing some air in here. Let's speed up the game just a little bit for a little bit of time. Meow. The food is actually stored in here in the ration box. It's unrefrigerated though, so you can't store certain things in there. Oh, sleep time. Oh, he's a loud snorer, and they're being kept up. I totally forgot about that. Rowan, man, we're gonna have to put you somewhere else. Look at what you're doing to your friends. They're all tired now. No, we're going to assign this cat to Rowan. Okay, we're going to need some power generation. Where can we do that? For now, we'll just do it here. Power generation. And batteries. And wiring. And I think I can put wiring in tiles. So we're going to do that. The reason you want to do that is because, again, the way things look is actually important to the happiness of your little guys. So hiding wiring in tiles makes them happier. You can make things out of different materials. You can see here I'm making wiring out of copper. Ding. Okay. And once those wires go in, we'll be able to power up this algae deoxidizer. Algae deoxidizer. They're tired and they're grimy. They want to be clean. I don't have anything to clean with yet. See, the wash basin needs water, and I don't really have access to water yet. We are going to need the research station, and we're going to need to plug that in. Hopefully it'll be night soon and they can just kind of get recharged. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Every once in a while it's pumping out gas. Oh, they're going to sleep. Loud sleepers over here. Bugging nothing. And the quiet sleepers are down here. They have a little, like, light bright guy walking around them. It looks like we lost some of the oxalites, so it's opened up this area, which means we can actually get these plants, which is nice. Research. So this is the system of getting new technology. There's a lot more research than when I first played this game. Power regulation, no. Advanced research, no. Plumbing, ventilation, interior decor, I think we're going to start with basic farming. I think that's where we got to start. And we have someone that can do researching? There we go, we do. Nice. I think we can harvest these. Harvest. That. Oh. There we go. Harvest all the things. What are you guys doing? Good job. Can you wrangle this? Nope, cannot wrangle that. See, now we have to be careful with the water, right? If we break in down here, it'll spill out, because water physics actually exist in this game. So we need to break through up here. Oh, sand. Right? And then if we make a little bit of a base, we can... Oh. There we go. Get a pump going. That'll give us water. Let's see, what else can we do? I don't think we can do that until we have more plumbing technology. We do need a microbe musher sooner rather than later. And it looks like it uses power too now. I don't think it used to. Oh, we have a new person waiting for us. Look at this. Choose a duplicant. Two that are divers, lungs, squeamish pacifist. Willing to deal with anything but vomits if they get too stressed. Ugly crier. Can't do sick people. Abe, come on in. Boom. This bed's for Abe. Alright. If we do power... like that. And... oh, interesting. There's berry sludge at the start now. Need... wheat grain and bristleberry. And for this one... meal ice... and water. Do we have any meal ice currently? I don't know. Let's add one in there and see what happens. And then this one's dirt and water. I can't believe they eat that. Yuck. Okay, they can't get in there yet because the oxalite's still in the way. Oh, sleep time. I'm sorry that my camera's in the way, but I figured it'd be nice to have my camera up for once. And so this is the basics of this base, right? Or the basics of this game is managing oxygen, food, keeping your colony rather small. I don't recommend going over 4 or 5 duplicants until like late game, right? Until basically you've gotten to like a deeper technology level. You can see here there's clay, there's granite, slime, abyssalite, you know, all these other materials beyond copper. To me, that's like the next level of technology, and that's when you want to expand your colony beyond like 5 duplicants or 6 duplicants. And then the technology piece, the research piece really becomes important because, again, what you need is a good plumbing system, right? So you can move water around, so you make cleaning stations to keep them rather happy. And you need decor to like, again, keep them happy. And then you need all this ventilation stuff to keep their oxygen levels up, because oxygen management becomes a real huge issue going forward. Let's get on that for now. That research is almost done. They have no jobs right now. There we go. Research is done. So now you can see we have new oxygen things, an algae terrarium instead of just an algae deoxidizer. So this gets extra oxygen in direct light. We have a planter box and a ration box. We already have a ration box up here. And we have compost heat, which puts polluted dirt into fertilizer. And again, you got to keep that like away from them because it makes a lot of smell. Let's actually go ahead and open up this area up here. So another thing to kind of keep in mind, and something that I haven't really been doing a very good job with, is oxygen wants to rise and carbon dioxide and other things want to sink and want to go down, right? So this area is going to have lots more polluted air than up here, typically. Maybe what we do is we get rid of this, deconstruct, right? And then we go on down, clear that out. You can see here, like they're eating the nutrient bars, so you know it's slowly going down. Their stress, Abe's stress is a little high, but everyone else's is low. Immune systems are all still good. Here it continues to give you tips and information on how to progress. And again, as you can see now down here, there's, you know, very little oxygen, but it'll grow over time due to the oxalate and due to the algae deoxidizer. So we don't have the stuff for that. Let's remove that. We can make some mush bars, but those are so... We need new research in here. So let's see. You can see here we need an advanced research station to get that, a supercomputer, and we don't have that yet, so we can't go any further on that line. We do know that we need plumbing, so let's go ahead and activate that next. You can see that there's options for like disinfecting, for mopping, all kinds of things. You just gotta kind of keep an eye on those. Polluted water, dust cap, thimble reed, and it goes even further, right? Like I can barely see the next areas. Like, there you go. I'm at the top corner of the map and the bottom corner of the map, right? So like, it's not a tiny map. I have no jobs currently, but they could be sweeping all of this stuff. Come on, guys. Get a sweeping. Clean up all this stuff. Come on. Oh, we need more storage. Look at that. Well, there's your problem. Not the prettiest thing to put there, but that's what we're doing for now. And people like putting, different items in different spots to kind of make sure that everything goes where it should go, kind of thing. There you go. Clean up all that stuff. Make this place pretty. You can use pneumatic doors to kind of keep areas restricted. Pneumatic doors like this one, though, as you can see, it does not block liquid or gas flow, so that means carbon dioxide and oxygen can still pass through it, so you couldn't use it to block out this vacuum, for example. Oh, look at that, this outhouse. One visit remaining before it has to be cleaned. There's not a lot of air down here. To fix that, maybe we can add in something like that. And I'm pretty sure that this does not require power. Come on, build this quick. If they can't build something, that typically means they don't have the resources to do it. So you might be missing something that they need to be able to build it. Copper is a good example, sandstone, algae, all of those things. You need enough resources to be able to build them. And you can kind of keep track of that up here, right? So you can see I have copper metal, some sandstones, sand, right? This is important. Algae. There we go. That's what I was looking for before. Look at how nice and easy that is to see. And we can go back into our oxygen display. Ooh, right? We got some really good areas. And then we got some okay areas. And then we got some bad areas. Unbreathable. We gotta keep an eye on that. Hopefully it'll improve. How's this? Yeah, okay. Muckroot can go in here. Meal ice can go in here. All the food's in here. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Gotta be careful. Actually, we don't want them to accidentally do this. So no, don't clean this up. Cancel sweeping that. There we go. All right. That's a pretty good little starter colony. They have beds. They have places to use the washroom. We're generating power. We have the option to generate research, which is great. Job board. Let's do that. And you can see we now have plumbing, so we can do liquid pipes, which means we could do... Where is it? This in a wash basin, right? So we could put a wash basin somewhere, and then every time they walked by it, they'd have to wash their hands. We really didn't leave a good spot for it, though, did we? And deconstruct this and put the wash basin there, which is exactly what we're going to do. Wash basin. And the wash basin needs, I think, both power which it has, and water. We need a liquid pump. Actually, first, let's make a ladder down to the water. Oh, food shortage. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to make gross food. Ugh. It's gonna make my people sick. Plumbing. Liquid pump. We have a new person. We're just going to ignore that. We're not going to grab that new duplicate right now. Whenever they go this way, we want them to use it. I thought that wash basin needed water. Maybe they just fill it up manually. Because it's currently active. Yeah. Alright. Let's not build this right now then. You can see here we're creating gross food. We're going to store that gross food up here. And I think that's going to do it for this first episode. It gives you a basic look at kind of how to set up your colony. I am no expert by any means, but what you can see here is that I have the basics covered, right? There are huge optimizations that you can make in this game. Some of the people that I watch, they really understand in detail exactly what they need to do step by step in terms of like what percentage of energy they need and how many people they need on there. How many cots per person? Like, you typically need 1 cot per person, but you know the locations of those and how to spread them out. How to manage kind of storage and make sure you have the things where you need them so that your people don't have to run around too much. Yeah, all that stuff. There are huge opportunities for refinement. And so if you like these kinds of strategy builder games, this is a great one. Oxygen Not Included is a lot of fun. It's still in beta, I want to say. It's not a full release game yet, but they continue to add features that really impress me. There's always a new thing every time I play this game. Super impressed. Oxygen Not Included, everyone. Remember, gaming should be fun, so keep having fun, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.